Before we start, can I just say about my holiday?
Yeah,
Right?
come on, mate.
I didn't really enjoy it.
Why not?
As you know, I hate heat, right? I hate beaches. I hate sand. I'm sorry, this may sound creepy, but I just wanted to sort of be in a shed with you lot and Oz on. I miss the Oz on. My holiday starts now! I'm Henry Cole. Let's just take things one at a time. And along with fellow fanatic Fuzz Townsend,
Quick, have a look in there.
we're back on the hunt for vintage treasures.
Oh, cool, blimey.
In the nation's sheds. We're going to buy them, fix them up, and sell them for a tidy profit. Yes! Welcome to Shed and Buried. We're on our way to Hertfordshire. Can I just draw your attention to the fact that we're in the Land Rover again?
Yeah.
I wonder whether you forgot to get the tyre sorted on the van.
It's my fault.
It is.
It's all my fault.
It is.
I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, it is.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot.
But at the same time, the chances are, I feel, that we might be buying a car, so we don't need the van anyway. Right, do you want to know what's going on?
Yeah, go on then, tell me.
Okay, so we're going to Nir, is his name. Anyway, Nir, it seems, collects slightly wacky vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the odd motorbike.
Okay, very cool.
Whether we come back with a car, a bike, or another flat tyre, who knows? But Boreham Wood, here we come. And I can see already, it's not your typical shed. So, Nir, how did it all start then, this collection of stuff?
A love for classic cars.
Is that what it
Literally.
was?
Yeah, just love for classic cars.
Olivia, what do you reckon about his obsession about classic
I'm the
cars?
most patient wife on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he'll say, oh, something's coming delivery-wise, or he'll just send me a picture of something, and I think he's winding me up. And then I see, like, this crazy car driving down the street and parking in our drive again, which I can't park in myself.
Just a cursory look. It's quite a, you know,
It's an eclectic mix.
I like anything that
Dear.
it's special.
Yeah.
That's why he married
rare.
me.
Yes.
Is it? Is it?
What is the most eccentric thing that he's bought? I mean,
So
The
much.
airplane.
Oh, don't forget the aeroplane. Come on. I mean,
stop.
that's
Aeroplane.
just
No, wait a minute.
another story in
Aeroplane.
itself.
Sorry.
Yeah.
aeroplane.
Talk to me about an aeroplane. Here, in this.
Yeah, it's a microlight.
Have you ever flown it?
No.
Did you
Yeah.
ever think you might actually make some money out of selling it?
No.
So why did you buy it?
Something
Actually, I
to
don't know why
do.
I'm asking. We're going to have a rummage, all right?
Yeah.
We'll just have a look around,
No problem.
right? And then we
Enjoy.
might call you in for a few things.
Yeah, okay, but the big question is everything for sale?
Everything is for sale.
Including the plane?
There might be a chance at the end of the day that I'll be able to put my car in my driveway again.
Okay, look, fantastic, guys. Thank you so much for letting
No
us have a
worries,
rummage.
enjoy.
So more of a driveway than a shed, but here we go. Shall we start with something relatively absurd? Now look, is this a Subaru?
Yeah, it is.
With a winch on it, in camo?
It's full of stuff.
What stuff?
Well, in fact, there's another Henry here. There's
there? Oh, there's a Hoover?
The Hoover, yeah.
Is there?
So this is being used as a shed.
Time to walk away, I think.
Come
now,
on, should we have a little look underneath here?
That looks like a motorbike.
It does look like a motorbike. Well done, Henry.
Okay, come on then.
Yes, you know your stuff, don't you, sir?
yeah. That's about as far as I get,
so-
though. Oh, here we go.
Oh, wait, two covers. It's like pass the parcel.
It is, isn't it? Well, you do that one. Hang on, this one's a waterproof one. What's happening
Here
here?
we go. We're getting there now. Somebody's going to get the prize.
Oh, my God.
There we go. Get it over the exhaust. And what have we got?
All
A
right.
Gixxer.
The Suzuki GSXR, or Gixxer to its fans, is a legendary bike. First produced in 1985, it was billed as the essence of motorcycling, reduced to its purest form. This one, a 600cc model, has seen better days.
It's got a cracked fairing.
So it's been down the road?
Probably has, yeah.
Yeah, but there's no abrasion here or here.
No.
So perhaps it's been crushed.
It doesn't look
Yeah.
heavily used, does it? You know,
No, it looks pretty clean.
yeah.
Seriously, straight away, that is an eclectic mix, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
We've got a crack fairing GSX 600.
Yeah.
And we've got a ridiculous 4x4 Subaru. Life can only get better.
I think that's great.
Can't it?
Should we have a look, see what's underneath there?
Yeah,
Because
let's.
that's very tall.
Come on.
It looks like it's got a feature radiator at the front. I think it's something old.
Is it? When I said this collection was eclectic. Come on then.
Okay, hold on, wait a minute.
We didn't
There
come out
go.
of it. Right.
Ooh, look at this.
Oh, mate, hang on a second.
It's very old and it smells lovely. It's a bit
Thanks.
like you, yeah. It's a Citroen. It's a
It's a Citroen?
Yeah, and it will date from some time, probably in the first half of the 1920s. Let's have a quick look under here. There we go. 4-cylinder, flat ahead. I mean, it will be, by modern standards, ponderous.
Let's get Nir in, shall we? Nir, come over here.
Yes.
He reckons it's a Citroen. Tell me
It is a
about
Citroen.
this.
It's a right-hand drive,
Yeah.
manufactured in UK.
When did it last run?
About 3 weeks ago.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
This bike,
Yes.
when did that last ride?
2007.
How many miles has it done?
2,900 miles.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like brand new.
Blimey.
Yeah.
Apart from the cracked fairing.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I've got one.
You got one?
I've got one. Yes.
It's
Yeah.
lovely. Well, look, we'll keep pushing on.
Yeah.
But that's a
Okay.
lovely thing.
Yeah, it is.
All right, we'll
Beautiful.
speak to you in a bit, mate. Okay, thank you.
That's right, and you've got to stick that nose out a long way before you start going around the corner.
Yeah, well, of course.
Yeah.
But I suffer from that anyway.
I've noticed, sir.
Come on then.
Right.
Let's keep going. Let's get back out in the rain.
Okay.
Sticking to the American theme, there's this winged wonder, which is almost as long as the Aerobus. It's not a Thunderbird, is it?
No, this is a Lincoln Premier.
Oh, Roger.
So we're talking sort of late 50s, I reckon. And this has clearly had
Yeah.
a recent paint job.
Available as a hard and soft top, the Premier was Lincoln's answer to the Cadillac. 5.6 metres long, it weighed in at over 2 tonnes. Look, I have to tell you, if we had time on our hands, that is a great project. There's just something about American style. It exudes the kind of sort of aerospace kind of sort of period, you know, that sort of
Yeah.
astronauts and planes and
Yeah, absolutely.
just this massive hope post-war that life was going to be great.
That's right, and petrol was going to remain cheap.
Of course. You know, there was no such thing as electric cars.
No.
Oh, yeah, man. Just think of a future like that.
It's very cool, but it does need a lot of work. Only a 2-door as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. It's a lovely thing to save. OK, so let's go through it. There's a GSXR over there that's possible.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Citroen B14 Torpedo.
That's lovely
Yeah, it is.
for the right price.
Yeah.
And we've also got the limo.
Didn't Neo mention something else?
What was that?
You remember, very early on.
A plane?
Yeah, but, you know,
What?
you like to
We're gonna
take
buy
a punt, don't you?
Don't be an idiot. Come on, let's go and see Nir. Talking of the plane, Nir has been trying to tempt me by sending some snaps to my phone. Obviously, he too thinks I'm totally crazy. Look, I think what we should do is just get a sighting lab.
Okay.
First up, with just some prices. Where should we start?
Why don't we start with a big yellow taxi?
That one is 14,000.
Okay.
Talk to me about the Citroen.
This one is 8,000.
8,000.
Yes.
Okay. What else we got?
2 wheels.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How much is it?
2.5.
2.5.
2,500, yes.
All right. So how much is the plane? Seeing as we're
3,000.
So hold on, you're considering an aeroplane. Can you fly an aeroplane?
well, no, the interesting thing is is that I'm considering an aeroplane that I have never seen.
What do you think he did?
Yeah.
He just took a plane. Can he fly it? No.
Here we go.
You're like kindred spirits.
Here we go. I've got a. Now listen. £3,000 for the plane and the Gixxer.
Oh, no. Well, both of them.
Yeah.
No.
For 3? No.
No,
So what was
no,
it?
no.
Five?
And because of the chutzpah, you have to add another 1,000 to it now.
It's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
in Hertfordshire with Nir and Olivia haggling over a Suzuki GSXR and a mystery plane.
£4 grand.
Oh, come on.
Come on,
I'm the
Olivia.
one you have to shake hands
I know.
with.
There we go.
4,100. 100.
No,
100.
no.
Right.
Yeah, okay, good.
Okay.
All right. 4,000 is. Oh my God, what have I bought?
Next day, back at the shed, we find out.
GSXR 600, 2000, I think, 2001, something like that. Now, the thing that you don't know about it, it's only done 2,900 miles from you.
Wow, that's amazing.
Now, this cost me £4 grand.
Right. This is worth about 2.5, so he's overspent.
He has. He's been done as usual. He's been
Bought
done.
something else, hasn't he? He's hiding from us.
Have you?
Perhaps you'd like to step this way and I'll show you my other purchase.
It arrived last night, but I'm still coming to terms with it.
It's just in this big shed here. Ready?
Yeah, come on.
And here it is, a 1980s British-built microlight biplane.
That's so cool.
I'm horrified, Al.
That's brilliant. I
I
love
don't
it.
like flying.
It's got wheelbarrow wheels.
Yeah, so it was £4 grand for the pair.
I think that's an absolute bargain.
Well-
It's like a really big model aeroplane.
I'm hoping that it doesn't start.
And on that positive note, let's get back to the GSXR. Our GSXR looks good, but it hasn't been run for 17 years. Alan's big worry is the state of the petrol tank.
Just as I thought. Oh, look at that. Have you ever seen one that bad? That's the worst one I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, it is a tad rusty.
And the Achilles heels with these bikes is the fuel injection pumps in the tank. We might need to get a new pump. We might need to get a new tank.
Next morning, we swap the shed for the hangar.
Here we go. Should we just open it up, see what we got?
Yeah.
And then you never know, we might just get it going.
A microlight is a small plane built to carry no more than 2 people.
Oh, yes, baby. Look at that.
It was designed to have foldable wings for easy storage and towing, but to be riggable in a matter of minutes. Wingspan is 6.4 metres, weight unladen, just 120 kilos.
Well, what do you reckon, lads?
It's just truly amazing. What a wonderful piece of kit.
So what's the plan? See if we can get it going.
The next stage is easy. It's just an engine. Petrol on, got a spark, turn it over, it's going to start up and rev.
Yeah, but Al, it's an aeroplane. I don't like the fact it's coffin-shaped.
Yeah, you've got a point, mate. Alan Biggles Millward.
Alan, I hasten to add, has done just 1 hour of flight training, but as ever, nothing phases him.
Right, first thing I'm going to do is turn on the fuel to the on position. And I'm going to squeeze this bulb to pump the fuel from the tank to the carburetors. You keep pumping it until you feel it goes firm, which has just gone firm now. So now I'm going to check for leaks at the front. There's no leaks at all, so that's good.
Just
One.
get out the way anyway, in case. I know it's off.
We prime the engine by giving the propeller 4 turns.
4, right, should we try it?
And then Alan mounts up.
Right, we have contact, ignition is live.
It's been nice knowing you, Al.
What about me? I'm the one who's going to get the old meat slicer. Huh?
Get your hands out the way when you
I
do
will. Is it on?
it. This makes me very nervous.
It might take several turns.
Now, hang on, you've got to turn it off now, haven't you?
Yes, you're right. Mag off.
Mag off.
What are we doing now?
Right, mag on.
Oh, that sounded better.
No.
Okay. Oh, that was knackering.
Should we try some easy start in the carburetors?
Yeah.
Skid gives the carbs a quick spray of easy start, and we go again.
Yes! Yes! Alan! Mate! Alan! Got out! Alan! He's off!
Orville Wright, Louis Blériot, Buzz Lightyear, and now Wing Commander Milliard.
That's absolutely hilarious. It's running. That's good. It's going.
We've got to keep these wheels firmly on the ground because none of us have the licence or the experience to fly it. But previous owners clocked up over 100 hours on our microlight and it looks capable of many more.
It starts its second turn. It ticks over and idles.
Mate, what an amazing thing.
That is incredible.
Hey?
I am going to eat humble pie and say that is amazing.
Oh, good lad. All right, I'll tell you what a result.
And that ain't all. The good news is that Fuzz is here and he's sourced a new pump for the Gixxer.
Right, let's get it in. What's the orientation?
It goes in that way around.
Okay, fantastic. You're very useful sometimes, Henry, you know. Very useful indeed. There we go. Well done, mate.
There we go, that goes down there.
So we've got 4 of these.
The other good news is that we've got a punter, a Gixxer fanatic called Paul, who doesn't care that it's not quite finished and wants to come this morning. Here's hoping.
He's here. Look. Mate, come on in. Look, I'm sorry it's slightly disassembled. Do you like it? It's only done 2,500 miles. All right, as described to you on the phone. Now, also, obviously, before you even contemplate buying it, which I'd like you to do now, actually, I will take it for a test ride, and it will be riding beautiful.
Love it. Proper bike. Proper bike.
There's a Suzuki fan for you. It's 2.5 grand, 2,900 miles from you. Almost fresh out of the showroom. Yeah, almost. Yeah. Okay, let's get on. What do you want to do?
Guys, 225. Oh.
Shake his hand.
Oh, yeah.
Happy days. Happy days, Henry.
Good. All right, look, I'll get this sorted for you and then have it delivered and sent to your room.
Happy days.
All right?
Yeah, marvellous.
Thank you,
Cheers.
Paul.
Thanks, boys.
Thanks, mate.
See you, mate.
All right.
See you later.
Yeah. That's good. Apparently, Henry's going to get this sorted. But what happens if this doesn't work? You've got some explaining to do.
You're going to have long arms and short pockets.
This better go. Go on.
Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it! That's it! Stop while we're ahead! Cut! All right, it's a running bike, Paul. Hey?
Not only that, it's a really nice running bike.
Oh, Alan,
It's running
you're a
really
legend.
well.
Skid, you're sort of a legend.
That's perfect.
And
I'm an absolute legend.
You're a marvellous man. Can I just say, that is a revelation. All we need to do now is we put the seats on, the little fairingy thing on, and the wing mirror, and then I'll take it for a test ride, and then, oh yay, cash money.
Over the next hour, we reattach all the panels, drop in a new screen for the fairing, fit a new seat and mirror, and give the whole thing a quick polish.
Well, come on then, after all your hard work.
Now, look at that beauty.
Paul is going to be over the moon. Cheers. We're in the money.
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah.
Nice. I might just take it for a little test ride.
I think you should.
And the best news is, we're not going to have to give Paul his money back. This bike is glorious. I took a 4 grand punt, but I've already made 2.25 on the Gixxer, and microlight planes can sell for up to 3.5 grand.
Oh yeah, Paul's going to be well happy with this. Oh, I'm proud to sell it to him. He's going to love it. 2,900 miles. Blimey, for 2.25. It's a steal. Just got to sell that plane. But I reckon that'll be pretty easy too. It's what they call in the trade again. NLE, man. Nice little earner. Now, Roy, we've been talking, the 4 of us, and we think we need to become slightly more supple.
Oh.
So would you join us in a yoga session?
See you later.
I'll join you, Roy.
Don't you join him. You come back here.
We're up for a go.
Yeah, we're up for
a
it.
go.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, look, hold on. There we go. Start, we can start.
Actually, thinking about
Oh,
it.
hold
See you
on,
later.
hold on.
Just me and
Can
you
you
then.
just help me there?
Yeah, is that all right?
Oh!
We're back on the road, trawling Britain's sheds for automotive treasure. It's kind of like a secret showroom.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with G.
But this time, it's all about classic cars. We could do something bit special. We're going to find them, buy them. We might just have a deal.
Yeah.
And assisted by a team of top restorers.
Ta-da!
We're off! We're going to bring them back to their former glory.
This is what classic car ownership is all about.
I like driving my Austin 12.4. And when you're doing 20 miles per hour in a vintage car, it feels quick.
Oh yeah. No, I think that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, like if you're in, you know, our beach buggy or something like that, you know, it's 50 miles an hour is like 250.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, come on. Where are we off to?
We're going to go visiting a lad called Tony.
Yeah.
He services for a living horse boxes, but as a hobby,
Yes.
he collects various vehicles, I'm told.
Fabulous. If he's got horse boxes, he's got a big place
Yep.
in which to work on them.
That
if
is
he's got a
true.
big place in which to work on them, there's going to be an area of that big place which is going to be stacked out with goodies.
Yeah, you know it makes sense. And I'll tell you what's even better, there's only 5 more miles to go because he is in Gloucestershire.
Whether we come away with an old nag or a thoroughbred classic car, who knows? But horsebox heaven, here we come.
You got off on a good start there.
Mate, this is what you call a good lick.
Yeah,
eh?
that's right.
Well, I'm
I
excited,
wasn't
aren't I?
expecting that.
No, I'm excited. And I know you are as well, because you've
I
got
am.
that kind of vibe going on.
Look at that, eh?
Eh?
Look.
Here he is, look. Tony, now look, there are a lot of horse boxes around.
Yeah, there are.
Is there other stuff apart from horse boxes?
Yeah, there's cars and bikes everywhere.
Now, we're obviously after cars at the Mo, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, what kind of cars have you accumulated over the years?
Well, various really. Most of them in bits, mine.
So they've all got work needed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well that's interesting, but are all of them up for sale?
Depends.
So if the price is right,
You never know.
Yeah, well, look, I'll tell you what, mate. Tony, can we have free range
You
to
certainly
go and
can.
have a rummage?
Yeah,
All
how sells.
And then, hopefully, we might be able to have a little haggle at the
Okay.
end on something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
voyage of discovery.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I thought we were just going into a shed. Tony, look, we'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, yeah,
All
no
right,
problem.
mate.
Okay.
Come
Where
on
should
then.
we start?
I don't know, you decide for a change.
Let's start here.
Great, I like it.
Okay.
This is a Vauxhall Viva HB, a two-door saloon from the 1960s. Initially they sold well, with 500,000 produced in just 4 years. But the build quality was poor and they tended to rust.
This car comes from the days of trusting folks.
Oh, what? Oh, really? No bonnet catch inside?
No.
Look, are these desirable? I mean, are they an emerging or have they emerged as a classic? I love
have a
that. Can I
limited
just stop
market.
you? Can I just stop you? I just love it when I ask you that. You go, there's a limited market.
Yeah, there is a limited market. I mean, your market is limited to the amount of people
Yeah.
remaining alive who remember these and used to be transported around in them in the 1960s and 70s.
So not many then?
No.
No.
Before we go inside his mega shed, I've just spotted something.
Hang on, there's something yellow over here. Oh, mate, I used to have one of these when I was a kid.
Yeah.
First revealed at the 1962 Motor Show, the Triumph Spitfire was a hugely successful small sports car. Its Italian styling and spirited performance has given it a loyal following, but like its namesake, the fighter plane, this one has been in the wars.
Don't be too dismayed.
The impact was here, like that.
Yes.
Yeah?
High up. right?
Is that good or bad if it's
Well,
high up?
kind of, because this is a Triumph Spitfire. This is the last of the small chassis Triumph. It's constructed on a chassis, and then everything just sits on top of it.
Okay, but are you saying that the chassis might be bent?
I'm saying that the chassis might be all right. Look,
Shall
I
we
tell
have
you
a
what, look, let's open it. Look,
Yeah.
it's not attached at the front
Ready?
there. Okay.
Oh my God. So that's the bonnet. Now what's gone on here?
Right, so it looks like that front bit of the chassis has been cut off.
Okay, so basically we've got a bonnet that's been wanged. We've
Yeah.
got ourselves a chassis that's been wanged on that side that needs replacing.
But now the rest of it kind of doesn't look too bad, does it? And it looks like it's been well looked after as well.
Yeah, it does
A
look
relatively new radiator by the looks of things. It's
Yeah.
clean, it's lovely.
Yeah,
Somebody has cared about this car, but
until they
unfortunately,
wanged it.
overestimated the efficiency of the braking system.
I mean, look, if it was for the right price, you know, a couple of
Yeah.
grand or whatever. How much are these worth?
A nice tidy car, I reckon between 5 and 8. But yeah,
All right, well, okay, maybe. It's a lot of work though.
come
All
on
right.
then. Should we have a look, see what else is around?
Yeah, come on then.
Come over here. This is where you want to look. That is a Ford Zephyr Mark II, but
Can I just say
Yeah.
straight away, is this a Ghostbusters truck or not really?
no, but you can be forgiven for thinking that it's something similar.
With this car, you're buying a different class of motoring. Big car motoring in roomy six-seater comfort, but at a cost that still makes sense to the family man.
Introduced in 1950, the Ford Zephyr was an attempt to bring big car US styling to the UK market. For some people, though, it wasn't quite big enough.
Ford didn't make their own estate version of the Zephyr.
Right, so who did?
Well, Abbott, the company, came along and said, we've got a good idea. Station wagon version of the Zephyr.
Oh, wow.
So what they did was they grafted on a roof and a back end, so you can see the original lines of the car there.
Wow.
So this is grafted on.
What's it like inside?
It's pretty good, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, it's all there, and it's original as well.
Love the sun visor.
Very, very interesting. I think something has floated your boat.
Mate, I'm loving it. Mate, it's well cool. I could see you and me in this.
Yeah.
Hang on, motorbikes.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be here to look at cars, but I just can't resist.
Oh my God. Oh my God, look at them all. That is one of my dream bikes. Look, ZXR 750 in lime green.
That's not what we're here for. Lovely to look at. That's it. Okay, Henry?
Go on, take me away, take me away.
It is a terrible
All right,
shame.
that's
I
nice.
understand. No,
What's that? No, I mustn't.
no,
Come on.
don't look.
Fortunately, there are plenty more four-wheel delights on offer in Tony's next shed, including a second Ford Zephyr, a hermetically sealed Ferrari, and a mystery car under a tarpaulin.
So am I right? Is this a Jag?
It is a Jag. Oh, what is it, actually? Hold on.
3.8?
3.4.
I do love these, all Inspector Morse and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
wait, hold on there.
Hang on, you're going to tell me something.
You've made an error.
Have I what?
That Inspector Morse drives a Mark II Jaguar. This is not a Jaguar Mark II. This is a Jaguar S-Type. Note the peaks on the front of the lamps here, and also the wraparound curvature of the indicators here. These came out around about 1964-ish, I think, something like that. And
So it's as old as me.
yeah, that's right, it is.
60 years old.
Yeah, so that basically,
No tax.
yeah, no tax, no MOT, and at the moment, not quite roadworthy either.
No. Hey, now look, okay, so obviously we're not going to go for the Ferrari, are we? But, okay, we've got the Spitfire.
Yes.
We've got the Zephyr Estate. We've got the Vauxhall Viva.
Yeah,
If there is a point where the deal's floundering,
yeah.
we could throw in a motorbike, an amuse-bouche.
There, okay.
Should we go and see Tony for an amuse-bouche?
Very good idea.
Come on,
Come
mate.
on.
Now, Tony, should we just get a sighting lap, shall we? Vauxhall Viva?
That's customers, unfortunately.
Ah,
Oh,
oh well.
good start.
A little further down, Triumph Spitfire 1500.
Yeah, that's for sale.
What happened to that?
I had a bit of coming together with something, I'm not sure exactly.
Do you reckon the chassis straight?
I think it is, yeah.
Luckily, they're a low-down car, and the chassis is very low down, so all the damage is up the top.
Yeah.
Let's just hope the price is low down. What do you reckon on that then, Tony?
About 3.5.
All right. Let's talk about, what's it called again?
There's the Ford Zephyr
Oh, yeah.
with the Abbott Farnham conversion on the back.
No, I'd probably hang on to that for now.
All right. 2.5 grand for the Spitfire.
I'll meet you halfway on the Spitfire.
What?
3.
What about 3.5 with a ZXR 750? Perhaps we could do a deal on that, the green one.
Not at the moment, I don't think.
2,850.
No, I'll go to 2,950 on the Spitfire, and that's it.
We've just found a troubled Triumph Spitfire at Tony's place in Gloucestershire. Only problem is the price.
2,850.
No, I'll go to 2,950 on the Spitfire, and that's it.
Well, nearly in the middle. I mean, you wouldn't part friends for 2.9, would you?
Go on then.
Well done. It's gone very well.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Tony.
Next day, back at the shed, time to unveil our new Spitfire to squadron leaders Millyard and Willison.
So, boys,
It looks immaculate.
it's mint, isn't it?
Finished as well, which is really nice.
Yeah.
I'm reminiscing, mate. My first proper car was one of them in that colour.
Really?
You must remember.
I
had a
remember.
yellow. I think mine was a 1300 with overdrive. That says 1500. So
Can I
that is-
stop you?
That is the Sprauncy model.
Yours was a 1500.
Oh, was it?
And so was mine.
Oh, was it?
I had a maroon one,
Yes.
yeah, and you had a mimosa yellow.
I had a yellow one, but I had it sprayed mimosa because I drove it somewhere I shouldn't have done.
What,
And
Morocco?
it was knackered when I got back. In fact, the rear wheels on mine were angling more than those. I was going to say it's got slightly squiffy wheels.
Mine had holes in the floor, which I thought was air conditioning.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
okay, you could see the road going past.
Yeah,
underneath.
the only problem when it rained, obviously, it was more than air conditioning.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Just got
right.
me foot wet.
A bath.
Yeah, a bath. Exactly. So this angle is the good news. Step this way. Okay, so nice, not so nice. There is a reason why we got it for a mere bagatelle. Can I also draw your attention to the driver's door? Will that tap out?
That'll tap out. That's an easy fix.
Fuzzer.
Yeah.
Do you think on your travels, while we're obviously getting it going and messing about,
Yes.
yeah, you might be able to find us a bonnet?
Do you know, I think that's a definite possibility because these cars rot very, very badly. But one of the bits that tends to survive better is the bonnet area.
Let's designate the roles then. You're on the hunt,
Yep.
right? What are you doing?
I'm going to reminisce while Alan's spannering. I hope he's got some earplugs.
Yeah, yes.
While Fuzz goes shopping, we take a closer look, first checking the boot for any spare parts.
Mate, there's bits here.
Oh, right, okay.
There's a grill
All right.
and another one, and there's more to come.
As well as bumper ends. There's a radiator grille. And the missing front corner. Sort of.
Can't reuse that, can we?
I don't think you get a new one.
All right, okay, I'll tell
Do
you
some
what.
research.
Leave it with me.
Okay, and
all
that piece
right?
there as well.
And that as well. I will find the new bits.
Okay, and
all
that-
right?
and that piece must be
And I'll
important.
tell you who will be able to help me with that,
Yeah.
seeing as he's looking for a bonnet, is Fuzzinator, all right? So I will converse with the Fuzzinator on whether we can get new ones of these as well.
Inventory check over. Time to inspect the mechanicals.
See if it runs.
Yep.
See if we've got a clutch. See if we've got brakes.
Wow. I have actually had a quick sneaky sit in the car.
And?
The clutch pedal stays down.
Yeah.
The brake pedal won't go down.
It sounds as if one or both of the master cylinders are seized. Guy takes a hot air gun to the brake cylinder to try and free it up.
The pedal's free, it's just that the master cylinder's not moving. That's seized solid.
A rubber hammer's a little more effective.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just jammed down now, like the clutch.
Oh no, but the piston's not coming with it.
It is a little bit.
But even with a squirt of oil, the piston in the brake cylinder is locked solid, and so are the brakes.
So all in all, it's cost us.
So the brakes are going to need a lot of work. But what about the engine?
Have you tried the engine at all since we got here?
No.
It might just work.
Or
Nothing.
Yeah, there will be.
it might not.
Go on.
Wait, it's doing nothing. The battery's absolutely totally flat.
New battery in. We try again.
Oh,
What's wrong with that?
Fired straight away.
Yes! Yes!
But not quite.
Yes! 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 Wait, it's running. It sounds all
It's
right.
on one. It's on one cylinder.
This time, though, we're in luck. As the engine warms, the other cylinders chime in.
How many cylinders is that? 2?
Until eventually, we have 4.
That sounds all right.
That sounds really, really nice.
That sounds good. So hopefully, if we actually took it for a run, it might do a bit more.
So the engine's good, but there's plenty of other work to do and things to buy. And Fuzz has just returned with our first item.
All right, guys.
All right. What?
Have I got news for you? Do you want to come and have a look round the back?
Come on then.
Got something for you.
All right. Right, come on then. I'm very excited.
Look at that! It's even yellow!
It'll still have to be painted, but touch wood, the new bonnet will fit perfectly.
Right. Come on then, let's hop it out.
Push yourself out.
Hold on. You got it?
Yeah, yeah. Steady.
Oh no,
Right.
I'm getting old.
Now come on then, explain yourself. Fuzzer,
Oh, it's red underneath.
It's mint condition, there's no rust at all.
it looks as though you've had a result.
£375. It's just a shame the paint's flaking off it a bit. Otherwise, it could drop straight on, almost.
Before we can fit it, first we need to repair the chassis where the bonnet is hinged. That's where Fuzz's second purchase comes in.
Look what Fuzzer's found.
Hey.
This is a Spitfire chassis.
Yep.
Can I just tell you, this is going to be your saviour.
It is, we've got this whole piece in one
Because
piece.
this whole piece is there.
Yep.
And did you find it local, Fuzz?
Well, it wasn't too far away, but you know, anything you need, I can get it for you, Squire.
Now, before you get excited, can I just tell you, if you want to buy a new one of these,
Right,
they're 1,500 quid.
right.
Fuzzer, because I know he rang me because I got to pay for it, 375 quid.
That's not bad, is it? Just one thing I have noticed,
What?
there's a rust hole in the bit that we want to keep.
I know that the rust hole is there, and that is the only bit of rot on this chassis. Very sorry about that.
One thing that's really good though, because we're cutting this off,
Yeah.
get this sandblaster, I can repair this on the bench. Easy job.
There we are. That's exactly what I thought.
Without more ado, Alan cuts off a strut we need from the donor chassis, while Fuzz and I talk high-level strategy.
Once we have got it on the road,
Yes.
all shiny and lovely, what do you reckon we should do potentially?
I think that we should get together with a whole load of other Triumph owners and talk about our love of Triumphs.
So you're saying basically we get involved with the community of Triumph owners?
I think that's a good idea, and then we can pick up a few hints and tips. They can have a look over our car, we can have a look over theirs.
From distance?
From a good distance,
Yeah. Well, will you go and sort out a, would you call it, meet and greet or not? No, a
I
get
wouldn't call
together.
it, yeah, I'll just call it, just a meet-up. just a moment.
Would you promise me one thing though?
Go on.
I don't want it to be sort of illegal in a car park somewhere with someone in a GT6 wheel spinning all night long.
Don't worry, it's not going to be like that.
You promise?
It'll be very genteel. It's Triumph owners. Okay.
I know, but you never know. There might be the odd flyboy.
Will you wash that up for me?
Yeah, all right.
Once Alan's got his pound of metallic flesh, he makes sure it'll fit neatly.
All I've got to do is scratch a line there nicely, cut that with a saw,
Is it literally like that?
weld it on, job done.
Perfect.
Before he can fit it though, Alan has to make good the rusty sections. He grinds away the corrosion, cuts out a cardboard template, and then fabricates a metal patch and bends it into shape. Then, after welding on a second patch for the other side, he's done.
That's the bottom of the strut repaired now, nice and strong, so now we can try and get it back on the car. Most importantly, get it in the right position on the car.
Off comes the stump. And then, after a lot of checking and measuring,
65 just over.
he welds on the replacement strut.
Spot on, 28 inches.
I mean, I wouldn't think anything less, Al.
I'm quite pleased actually, it's come out really good.
So tomorrow, we could attempt to at least offer up the new bonnet.
Definitely, it'll fit straight on.
Let's hope so. Well done, mate. That's fantastic.
So the restoration is coming on well, and Fuzz is on the hunt for a venue. But will our Spitfire ever be smart enough to show to the Owners Club?
Oh, it's just lovely.
All we need now is a venue for our Triumph meet, and I've just had an idea.
Now, come on, Fuzz.
All right, go on then.
Look, this is the reason why I think we should base our little soiree here.
Say hello to the classic motor hub, a temple to the automotive art, which our Spitfire aspires to join.
Now, Fuzz,
Oh,
perhaps you understand now, right, why we should have our little gathering here.
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you think?
This place is spot on.
Well, it's steeped in British cars for sale.
That's right, yeah.
Look at that E-Type. What's that over there?
Lagonda.
Yeah?
What else have we got?
Aston.
Rolls-Royce, Aston.
But don't you reckon this is great?
Yeah, absolutely spot on. What
right.
an amazing place.
OK, well, look, you organise it. And next week, we'll be here.
All right. Yeah.
Coffee?
Nice find.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the shed,
His Lordship isn't around, which means, Al, we're not going to be interrupted. We won't be hassled, which will be nice. The only thing is, we won't have a steady supply of tea. But the good news is, I think we'll get an early finish, because we'll just be able to do it in our own time.
Alan reshapes the bent door with some pliers, and then they start on the bonnet.
The biggest issue is getting all the hinges in the right place when the bonnet shuts. All the door gaps are correct, and this gap all across here is correct. But let's get it on and have a go.
You know what, Al? I think the chances are about 1,000,000 to 1 of every area lining up perfectly. I think we're going to have to juggle and go for a happy medium.
So chocks away, let the fun begin. The bonnet hinges sit inside the two struts at the top of the chassis.
The bonnet.
Oh, shut it.
Yeah. Right, let's get the bolts in. That's looking really good.
At first it goes well.
Watch your fingers, Al. What we need is it to twist that way.
But getting everything to line up perfectly is not so easy.
It's just touching here, and it's about a 10mm gap here. We really want a 5mm gap. So we're only about 5mm out.
Yeah, but how are we going to achieve that?
We need to tweak the brackets. Oh, we've actually hit the gap.
Over the next hour, they heat and tweak. And heat and tweak. But the bonnet comes from an American spec Spitfire, so it's never going to fit perfectly.
And we're going to have to just split the difference between all the gaps and panels. I knew it was going to be a nightmare. because it has been in a crash. Anything that's been in a crash, nothing's going to line up perfectly.
This one definitely doesn't line up.
Definitely doesn't line up, but I think between the two of us, we're slowly getting there. The door shuts are nice, the bonnet shuts are nicer, and I think if we keep going, eventually it'll be perfectly acceptable.
It's a proper nice cup of tea you made.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
After the break, they try a different approach. Guy shortens the hinge bolts, and Alan refits them. And hey presto,
That's made a massive difference.
Do you know what as well, Al? I think it's lower here. I'll tell you what, Al, from here, this looks fantastic, and it's that thing, like we said all along, a compromise, just try and equal all the gaps. We've now done that. I think we're happy with this. We can move on to the next stage. I think that's fantastic.
Well, I guess we're ready for paint then.
Yeah.
Wayne's our local painter who specialises in classic cars. He starts by taking a heat gun to the bonnet to strip off the old paint.
This is the way I like to do it, to get it down to the point where we can take over with a machine to finish it off. And all we're doing is just heating up the panel, and then it just, as you can see, it just scrapes off so easy. As you can see, it's been painted many of times over the years. So we're going to take the whole lot off and start again.
While Wayne gets on with it, back at the shed, we've got a visitor.
Henry!
Oh, it's Matt! Matt's an automobilia dealer with a fabulous personal collection, who I've traded with many times over the years.
I was local and I picked some bits up. Ooh. And I thought, I know, before I even get home, I'll call in, see you, see if you wanted some bits.
Of course,
yeah.
We're always in the market.
Trinkets,
obviously,
you know.
Trinketry at the right price is our middle name.
Want to have a look?
Yeah, come on then.
Let's go.
Ooh, what's in there?
His van is like a mobile shed, rammed full of goodies.
Red X dispenser.
That is nice.
Yeah, this is very nice indeed.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Drive assured mechanical brake for motoring peace of mind. Battery cell tester.
But look at how I think it's
Wow.
new old stock.
Is it? Wow.
Look at that, yeah.
Oh, hang on, he's got something big and beefy now. I think he's got another oil dispenser.
Now, I really love those. We used to use those on the buses, you know. Those are great.
Only question is, just how much of it are we going to buy? And what does he want for it?
How about £350 for all of it?
300.
And 10.
All right. Go on. Back at the paint shop, Wayne has stripped the bonnet and is mixing up a very thin layer of filler. It's designed to even out the surface and hide any small dents and imperfections.
What we'll do is we'll get the infrared lights on that and dry it off, and then it'll be ready to sand down.
Next day, Wayne sprays on 2 coats of epoxy primer to seal and protect the surface. It's a shame to see the yellow peril fade to grey, but this is an important part of the process if our paint job is going to last.
What we're going to do now is we're going to bake it for probably 45 minutes, and then we'll get it demasked into the other room for preparation prior to the final coat of paint.
While the paint dries, me and Guy are going to give the trinkets we bought from Matt a quick wash and scrub up. For years, wood polish has been my go-to. For anything metal, Guy prefers oil, though it's a bit messy.
It seems it needs to soak in for a little while into the dust.
Well, soakage.
To remove it. So you've got to put it on there and leave it. You can actually chat while you're doing it and take your time.
You love that.
It's good, I like that.
Yeah.
You hate it.
I
Thinking,
know.
oh, I'm stuck with him for hours.
I want to crack on. It's all about leaving the original patina, but making it look loved. On the other hand, it's always worth being a bit more invasive with bare metal, like this coolant system tester, which Guy polishes up on the mop.
Look at that.
That has come up proper lovely. So, oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Here, so what that goes...
In there, I think.
Oh, Guy Willison, that's
Oh,
just
does it go on
fantastic.
that
Yeah,
one?
yeah. If I was going to sell it, that's doubled its value.
Absolutely.
And talk of increasing value, back at Wayne's World, the colour coat is going on. Inca Yellow was one of the most popular paint jobs for Spitfire 1500s. The Spitfire's designer, Giovanni Michelotti, worked for all the great Italian sports car manufacturers, including Ferrari, Maserati and Alfa, and even designed buses, but best not to mention that near fuzz for obvious reasons.
Once the Spitfire all painted now, I think it looks really good. We get it all built back together and get it back to Henry.
Next day, the Spitfire's back at the shed.
The colour match is great. Has he done the whole thing or has he just blended in the bonnet?
Oh mate, he's done the whole thing.
Well, it looks it's fantastic.
Complete respray, isn't it? But it's just the way it all fits together nicely now.
So what have we got to do to it now before we're running and riding?
Fit the headlights,
Yeah.
sort the brakes,
Right,
and give it a nice clean inside.
okay, and that's basically it.
I think that's about it, yeah.
In rapid succession, we revisit the boot, our accessory store.
Oh, there's a job for Henry. That needs washing. You said you were washing.
That needs washing.
Oh, that needs washing. Oh dear, he's doing badly from the off.
Organise all the parts that have to go back on. And start on the clean and restore-a-thon.
Ah yes, look, the sound of mechanics operating and me. I just wish you two could rebuild me, because I have to tell you, mate, I'm in need of full restoration.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So I need Alan to get me in the shed and come
to cover, and refurbishes the brakes. And then we're done. Next stop, the Triumph Owners Club. Will our Inca Yellow Spitfire cut the mustard? Three months ago, we took a chance on a classic Triumph Spitfire that had been in the wars.
Oh my God. Don't be too dismayed.
We cut it, welded it, painted it, and showed it the love. Now the day has come to unveil it.
Now, Fuzz,
Yep.
I hope you're going to like this, mate.
Come on, let's have a look. Come, get out.
No,
Come on.
I know. Let the dog see the rabbit. Look, you stand about there,
Okay.
all right, and me and Alan will grapple. We've got to get it right. You ready?
And... Oh!
Hey?
Now that is absolutely banging. What a great job. Well done, Al.
The colour's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah, and you managed to line everything up because they're so difficult
It was
sometimes.
a real struggle.
Isn't that great? Henry, just one thing.
Yeah.
There's a little something missing.
What do you mean?
Oh, the stickers.
Yeah.
We forgot to put the stickers on.
The stickers.
Oh.
You know, it just finishes it off. I know that that's not your job. That's his job.
Where do they go?
Yeah, exactly.
I thought you'd put them on.
No, I thought Guy was doing it, actually.
The guy's not here today. He's washing his hair.
Who would have thought that had a big old, oh, my nose. Yeah.
Like that.
Just don't underestimate how much work has had to go in to get that bonnet to fit on in line, and I think it looks great. Well done, Al.
Thanks, Fuzz.
As for you, stickers.
We'll have to find and fit those stickers later, but next stop, the Triumph Owners Club at the classic Motor Hub.
Hey, look, the sun is shining. Let's saddle up, shall we?
The hub's about 15 miles away, the perfect distance for our first road test. We're in the cockpit of the Spitfire, Alan's playing wingman on a Triumph T100 motorbike.
I've got to tell you, straight out of the box,
Yeah?
I think it's going rather
Oh,
nicely.
what have you said? You shouldn't say
How many
things like
times?
that. This is the shakedown run.
What's
I've
that?
got to tell you that on a shakedown run, you don't say anything like that.
I'm not
to
saying
a
anything.
car.
The Spitfire was marginally more expensive than its British rivals, the Austin Sprite and the MG Midget. But many more were built, with a total of around 315,000 manufactured over an 18-year run. Hard tops were available, but most, like our Phyllis, were soft tops.
We'll have a little bit of hair action.
Tell you what, that's magnificently glued.
It is.
I don't know how you managed to
It holds
keep it on there.
Also, when I dive into a swimming pool, it stays there as well.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Our Spitfire 1500's top speed is in theory 100 miles an hour, about the same as the T100 motorbike that Alan is riding. But for its first drive out, we won't push it too hard.
This is going all right, mate. I mean,
Yes.
what are we doing, 40?
30 now.
All right,
Now
30.
we're in the city limit.
Later this afternoon, we've got dealer Chopper Roy coming round to value it and maybe even buy our Spitfire. But first, it's time to meet the Triumph Owners Club.
What do you reckon, Fuzz? What was it like?
It was pretty good, actually. There's a little bit of tweaking, maybe a little bit of timing, maybe the mixture. I don't quite know, but we've got a little bit of hesitancy under load.
What was nice, it's driving square and straight.
Now
From
that
the
is
back.
very good to know, because
Yeah.
we don't want to be crabbing, do
No,
we?
it wasn't crabbing.
Well, look, I can't tell you, for a first time out, I think that ride's really nice. And hopefully, Chopper Roy will give it good valuation.
I'm sure he will, because it's lovely and shiny.
Yeah. Meantime, feast your eyes. Hey, some kindred spirits.
I know.
Hey.
Today we've got the Triumph Owners Club out in force with a squadron of post-war Triumphs, including Andy's Mark II Vitesse.
It's such a lovely thing to drive. You poodle about the countryside and people wave at you, it's wonderful.
Vicky's 1993 TR7.
It's a car that I've always wanted because I am a child of the 80s. A nice wedge-shaped 1980s car.
And Paul's Triumph TR6.
So how long have you had that baby?
I bought this one in 2011 and I haven't done a thing to it basically.
Yeah, but at the same time, what's great about being part of a club, though, is that if you wanted to do something to it, I'm sure there'd be people like Clive who'd nip round and give you some advice, perhaps help out.
Don't tell him that. Oh, every time we go anywhere, he tells me what I should buy.
Yeah.
He spends my money.
Is that what happens?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Clive's the one that does things. I'm the one who makes the tea, just like you do.
Oh, really? Good lad. All right.
Sorry,
That's good.
sorry. Did you say makes the tea?
Don't think, though, that all these cars are garage queens. Richard's Triumph Stag has done 160,000 miles.
When I was working, I used this every day for work.
Really?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Wow.
Doing 15,000 miles a year, and it's a
Mate,
really good car to drive.
It's a driver's car.
And what a colour as well. That's what the 1970s is all about, really,
It
isn't it?
is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, what do they call this purple? Or do they call it a lavender or something?
No, it's called magenta.
Oh, magenta.
Yeah,
I like
it's
that.
a bit like your bathroom suite, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you've got a point.
Spitfires are, of course, well represented. Charlie's got a Mark I from 1964.
So she's 60 years old this month.
I know
Not too
that
much.
because I am.
Yeah.
And
right.
I've got to tell you, she's looking much nicer than me. She's weathered the storm, or have you restored her?
No, I can't take credit. She got restored about 25 years ago.
Right.
I've owned her for about 3.5 years and I've just done general maintenance work. And it's known as the round tail, so it's got the different shape at the back.
Right.
And it just gave me that 60s vibe, which was what I was after.
Neil and Pat are proud owners of Coco, the Boston Terrier, and this Vermilion Red Spitfire 1500.
What's it like living with a Spitfire?
Very easy. It's a great classic to live with. The bonnet lifts up, as you know, so you can get to absolutely everything. So all around the engine bay is very, very easy to do basic maintenance on, and underneath as well. Simple ladder chassis, so it's all very, very straightforward. So it's a very nice classic to live with.
Today there are about 20 Spitfire Mark 1s still on the road, and around 2,000 1500s. And with our Phyllis back up and running, it's great to feel we've added one more and joined this illustrious club.
Triumph, probably the most loved of all the British car marks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, put together, really.
And motorcycle marks as well.
Of course.
But all in all, it's a Triumph.
So it's great to meet some kindred spirits. But what is our Spitfire going to be worth when we sell it? Later that afternoon, we find out when Chopper Roy pops over. We bought it for $2,900 and spent another $3.5 grand on the paint job and the parts.
Come on in here, look.
Quick, sweeten him.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, there you go, there you go.
Sweeten him.
Let's put a tenner on it.
Thanks so much. Now, basically, we've had to do a Wayne respray on it, get a new bonnet, sort it all out. It's done 69,000 miles from new, which we think is okay, don't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
It drives beautifully.
Is it?
Yeah.
Lovely
it does
little
drive
engine,
well.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Interior's good. So what do you reckon?
I would say that there's a couple out there for really, really strong money, but I would put that 10 to 11, as ever. You can come down, but you can't go up.
So we could be, well, what did you say, 10?
Yeah.
Around that?
Yeah.
We could be in for $3.5 grand profit.
There you
Huh?
go.
That's really good, isn't it?
SPQR, mate.
Brilliant.
Small profit. Quick return.
Yeah.
I'm on Shed and Buried. We're down on the farm in Worcestershire. Chicken coupes.
That's what you do with a Hyundai, isn't it? Turn it into a chicken shack.
Agricultural vehicles.
Spud car, because it looks like a potato.
And a farmyard that seems to be growing. Escorts and Capris.
Explain to me the love of Escorts. I've got to get into it.
I'm Henry Cole and this is my great mate Sam Lovegrove. We're passionate about classic vehicles, so we're on a mission to find vintage treasures in the nation's sheds. We're going to buy them, fix them up and sell them for a tidy profit.
Oh, yes!
Welcome to Shed and Buried.
Well, welcome to Shed and Buried. Sammy and I in the van as ever. We're on our way. We are wandering to Worcestershire.
Yeah.
Worcestershire. The geezer's called Mike.
Yeah.
Right. He's into Ford Escorts, Capris, all that kind of caper. But he's also got a fair plethora, mate. A fair plethora of other gear.
Because the problem with Mexicos and Capris is on our budget, we're going to need a dustpan, right?
Yeah. To sweep it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Is it rural? Is it out in, what is it, where they live?
It's a yard in the middle of nowhere, supposedly.
Do they do their own cheese? Don't think they do they?
Yeah, isn't it double Worcester? No.
That's double Gloucester, you fool. Dr. Foster doubled his Gloucester and everything came up cheesy. His wife said, Doctor, what are you doing? It's making me dreadfully wheezy.
Thanks, I love it.
Yeah.
Any more?
No, I can't think of any more that just rolled out.
So whether we come back with an Escort Mexico, a cheese of dubious provenance, or something entirely different, who knows? But we're just getting into Worcestershire, and it's already looking pretty saucy.
Nice.
Wow. Mike, before we start, talk to me about the dog and the sheep. Are they best mates or what?
I think so. It's a bit of a love-hate thing going on, I think.
Is there now?
I think they really enjoy each other's company.
Do they? It's rather like me and Sam, actually, isn't it? Hey? Hey, Mike, so what goes on here? We're surrounded by Escorts.
Well, I really specialise in import.
Is there anything apart from Capris and Escorts?
There's a few other trinkets about, I'm sure.
Oh, I love the sound of that.
Is everything for sale? I should think so, yeah. For the right price, it's all for sale.
Oh, great stuff. Hey, Mike, look, well, we'll have a rummage around. We'll avoid the sheep. What's the sheep called?
Midge.
All right, we'll avoid Midge. And then hopefully, at the end of the day, we might actually have a little haggle.
Great stuff.
Great stuff. All right, mate, where should we start? Sort of over there?
Yeah, why not? Make your way in there.
Yeah, OK, come on then.
Find.
Lead on, Sammy.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we'll see you later, mate. Come on, Midge.
Mike's yard might be a shrine to the Escort and the Capri, but we're much more interested in this 1960s Austin A40.
It purports to be a race car. It's got numerals on it, and the wheels look as though they go really fast round race tracks.
I don't think that makes it a race car. To me, this is an Austin A40 Farina.
Oh, OK.
Actually, Pininfarina design.
The pint-sized Italian Battista Farina was famous for his work with Ferrari and Alfa, but in 1958 he turned his hand to something more modest, the Austin A40.
Come around the back. I'm not sure that it's the first, but it was very, very early on to have a hatchback. Back seat bolt.
That is really cool.
Yeah, late 1950s this came out. And it was a baby version of the Austin, Cambridge and Oxford. You might laugh about the fact he was a Ferrari utilised designer, but this was quite clean, quite modern, and there's nothing outrageous or ugly about it.
I'm not going to laugh about it, mate. It's going to be part of my sales pitch.
Yeah,
this
great.
was designed by the geezer who gave you all the iconic Ferrari models.
Yeah, and the SD Rover.
Put the boot back there. I quite like it, actually. It's got a bit of character to it, but at the same time, probably pretty difficult to sell. So we won't be giving too much for it or offering, will we?
No.
No. Corporate, let's move on.
We can't, however, avoid Mike's Escorts for long, no matter how cool we are about them.
Explain to me the love of Escorts. I've got to get into it because I can't really see it myself.
You know what it is? It's boyhood dreams again, isn't it?
The Escort is what I'd call a driver's car. It's compact enough to manoeuvre in traffic, but powerful enough to accelerate safely when you want to overtake and cruise on the motorway.
Introduced in 1968, the Ford Escort stayed in production for a whopping 33 years. As well as basic economy models, there was high-performance versions like the Escort Mexico. Mike's vast array includes a red 1100, perfect for the school run.
Did your mum have an Escort?
No, we couldn't afford anything as good as this.
A bright orange Escort Mexico, perfect for going rallying.
Well, you like to own cars in bad colours.
Yeah, we don't need to bring that up right now, do we?
And a highly tuned RS 1600, perfect for the boy racer everywhere.
Competition-derived quick cars, really.
OK. Are we in the market for one or not?
Definitely not.
Yeah, good. OK. I thought that would be the case. Shall we move on then? Because there's something over there worth looking at.
All right.
We're on the hunt. Oh, look at that! Do you know what? Those are the things my dad used to call spud cars. OK, come on then, talk to me about it, please.
Austin A70 Hereford. Not far from home, this, is it?
Spud car?
No, it's...
Because it looks like a potato.
That spud car's going to need a lot more than a tune-up for me to go anywhere near it, but so far the pickings are slim. There's a hatchback that's seen a lot of hatching.
That's what you do with a Hyundai, isn't it? Turn it into a chicken shack. Here come the chickens as well, mate.
Is it a coupe?
And a BSA ladies' bike that ain't quite a gold star.
It's in your colour, look.
What, lilac?
Yeah, it's the BSA boutique.
I mean, you
Funny,
can
isn't it?
understand why BSA went broke, can't you?
I'm beginning to wonder if we'll find anything we like.
Ooh, gazebo. There's some number plates. Motorbikes! There's some number plates in that gazebo. In there. Will you be looking?
Once we've gone beyond the clutter, there's a 1972 chopper.
Lovely Mark II chopper.
A late 70s Honda Super Dream.
When I was dispatch riding, everyone would ride on them.
And most intriguingly of all...
Oh, I say! That's a little funkadelic. There's a Motorbicane.
Motorbicane was for many years France's biggest motorcycle manufacturer. From the late 1940s onwards, they specialised in mopeds, eventually selling over 14 million of them.
That looks unrestored. That's original paint. Look, it's got 6,540 miles on it. I was expecting it to say less, actually.
Yeah, same here.
That's
But I tell you, that's
quite
quite a
amazing.
sweet little thing. This place is small, but beautifully formed.
Just before we retire, I've spotted something else in amongst the Escorts and Capris, a 1982 Porsche Targa.
I love them as cars. I had a few of these back in the day.
Yeah, they're good. It's interesting now. It's nice shape, isn't it?
It's got quite a large whale tail on the back, this one.
We can have a go.
Let's have a go. Hey, got a little bit of dry throat.
Oh.
Coffee?
Oh, would you like a cup of coffee? Shall I get the kettle on?
Thought you'd never ask.
While Sam gets brewing, I take the motorbicane out of the shed, and then we get down to business.
Let's have a think about the Farina Perina.
Yeah, A40 Farina.
Okay, do we want that? Again, for the right price?
Yeah, it's got to be cheap, though, because they're very worthless. It's not a nice example. It's got to be 1,200 quid, 1,400 quid or something.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the gazebo held a few quite nice requisites, didn't it?
I've seen my share of rally choppers. The motorbicane is actually really funky style, that one. I don't know whether it's a late one or a
No, I like it,
sports
mate.
model or
I like
something.
it.
It's in quite nice, unrestored, good condition. 500? Yeah, fine at that.
Okay, yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. Now, look, going up to that top car park.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing that really struck me was that Porsche.
What's it worth if it was really nice?
I reckon it's 35.
Okay, all done.
But it needs a respray and a complete go-through.
So it's sort of 15 tops as it is?
Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing more than that.
Okay.
I've just got a feeling that perhaps we might have to emotionally prepare ourselves for nothing.
Hang on.
What?
You're forgetting something.
What?
The BSA bicycle.
Let's go and see Mike before I throw this coffee at you. Okay, now look, let's just start with a few prices, shall we?
Yeah.
Now look, just behind Sammy there is a little Austin.
Yes.
What would you be wanting for that?
I would be thinking sort of around the £3,500 mark for that.
Right, okay.
Ouch. And the Porsche?
A few cosmetics to do to that. I mean, be looking at sort of 25 really for that.
Double ouch. Dare I ask the chopper?
What money would that be?
1,500 quid would be lovely out of that for me.
Looks like we might come away with nothing, but there is that motorbicane.
And how much would that be?
Sort of 950 really. I think it's quite a nice sort of condition one.
At last, something.
Yeah, what about 750 for the motorbicane?
I mean, I'd meet you somewhere in the middle at sort of 850.
We're in Worcestershire with Mike Smith and his herd of Escorts and Capris. We can't afford any of his four-wheel wonders, but we are haggling over a rather bijou motorbicane moped.
800?
800. Go on then.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Deal?
we got a deal.
It's a deal! We've got a motorbicane! What more could you ever want?
Well, you know, an Austin Hereford with a roof chop, but
We wouldn't want that. Mike, thank you so much. What a lovely day we've had, man.
Excellent.
And do you know what? You're easing me into the world of Escorts.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, fantastic. Mike, that's great.
How weird, surrounded by Ford Escorts, but we end up with a French moped. Next morning, we unload the van and ooh la la, the goods.
Okay, so look, what are we going to do with this? I mean, look, it looks pretty mint, but as we know, because we've had stuff like this in the shop often, there are electrical problems.
Yeah, I mean, it really hasn't run in a very long time. I had a little secret sniff of the petrol tank. Smells like off old leaded fuel.
Blimey, really?
Yeah. So
leaded two-stroke mix?
Yeah, I think it may be 20 years since it's run. So,
okay, all right, so good from far, but potentially far from good. So the key, obviously, with our little motorbicane is to get it so we can cane it.
got to bring things to a safe working height, sir.
No, absolutely.
First things first, Sam checks the plug.
Look at that. Sooty, oily, correct for a small two-stroke. Whenever you're ready.
Uh-oh, no sign of a spark though.
Well, that's quite useless. You might need to climb up and pedal fast.
And then...
Do it! Hey, look at that, cracking spark.
Oh, really?
That's fantastic.
Should I be this unfit?
Yeah, you're older than me, so I think I'll go with that as the right answer.
After a quick biscuit and dog break,
She is just absolutely focused on my ginger crunch.
we take off the side panels.
That's horrible. What was the point of a side panel with that? I like the way it's both sides. Look. Hello. Toolkit. I think it is for the toolkit.
Are we taking these bits off?
I think we better take everything off. Let's get
Okay,
in
mate,
there.
what, just to get lively?
I'm trying to work out how
Oh,
to get...
check that out. Sorry to interrupt before you take... Look at that tax disc. I haven't noticed that before.
What?
31st of the 8th, 78.
Ah, so that's the last time it was on the road.
How cool is that, man? I mean, that is proper vintage.
Funny you should mention that, but over here, it has been here since new. Motor Import, sole concessionaires.
How cool is that?
Sam wants to get rid of the old fuel, but you can't remove the tank without removing the seat, and you can't remove the seat without a world of pain. So instead, he unthreads the fuel tap and drains the tank that way.
That stinks, that fuel.
Yeah, it does.
Really stale. And I think, looking at the condition of the bike, somebody...
Oh, God.
Somebody was keeping this in their nice centrally heated house or in a hallway. Look at that.
Oh, my God.
Oh, dear.
Almighty, that's a horror story.
That's quite a colour, that.
That
Hang
is
on.
awful.
Just trying to get the last out.
Oh,
Wow.
my God, look at it. Can I put that outside? Because that really is humming.
While Sam cleans the fuel tap, I clean the spark plug.
That is what's left of a rubber seal. Though it certainly wasn't going to allow any fuel. Oh, thanks. Just the job.
Yeah, don't put it in your pocket, all right? Because we've only got 2 left, and that, if there's only 2 of things, I notice. Where did the dog go, Sam?
Oh, I don't know, she just wandered off.
Was she? Are you doing all right?
Yeah, good. Yeah,
great, okay.
Clean now.
Then, once Sam has fitted some new cable, I dribble in some sweeter smelling fuel. And we're Preta Tester.
Shall I operate the choke? Are you right? And decompressor is roll that forwards.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so you roll that all the way
Okay, yeah, I've
forwards
got
like
it.
that.
I pedal like crazy and hope for the best.
Oh, mate! Choke.
It runs!
That's fantastic.
Smoking!
Okay.
Nice. That runs. It smells quite funky as well.
I think it needs a carburettor service. Tell you what, though, that stinks. I'm out here.
Same here. But I tell you what, we've got ourselves a running motor McCain.
Next morning, the smoke has cleared, allowing the polishing to begin. We use different creams and sprays for different bits of the bike. A bit of T-cut for the paintwork, chrome polish on the shiny bits, and some silicone shine on the side panels.
Nice.
The most important thing, though, is to use plenty of good old elbow grease. The more time you spend, the better it looks.
It's really nice to polish something that actually is coming up.
Yeah, it's something that's genuinely quite nice and shiny under the dirt. You
Yeah, rather, I mean, look at that.
Rather
Look
than
at
trying
that
to
headlight.
Scuff through some worn out chrome with a bit of tin foil.
Yeah,
Is the usual
which
kind
is
of...
the usual thing.
After an hour, it's shinier than Kojak's head.
Come on then. Big reveal. Da 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 da.
Isn't it nice?
Hang on.
That's
That looks
nice.
almost new, doesn't it?
That's great.
Right, so it's all looking glorious. Probably time for a small ride out with a little twist. This is it, Sammy, the Motor Bacane ride out. But you may see that there are 3 little mopeds here. We've got our little NSU Quickly over there, which ain't so quickly. We've got our Yamaha V50 little step-through moped, and we do have our Motor Bacane. Now then, our Motor Bacane is adorned with L plates. Well, Sammy and I have passed our test, so it's not for us. But we thought, hey, Sammy, 16-year-olds can ride mopeds. Please will you welcome my son. He is ridiculously tall. Come on.
Why am I here?
Because you're going to ride that.
I only passed my test like 2 weeks ago.
Chaz, are you ready for this?
We'll give it a go.
Unbelievable. He's taller than you.
I know.
Isn't that worrying?
He's probably not finished yet either, is he? He's going to grow more.
I've got this feeling that he's going to swamp the Motor Bacane. Either way, we're just going to have a little pirouette out, see if he likes it, and it's what should happen to a 50cc moped, isn't it? A 16-year-old should ride it.
Sam has serviced the carburettor and the engine's smoother than Sacha Distel.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, it's fantastic, loving it. It's awesome.
Oh man, I'm a very proud father. Oh man, that's what offspring are all about, eh? Coming of age.
The Motor Bacane SP93 has a 49cc engine and a top speed of 40 miles an hour. But if you believe that, you probably think a Citroën 2CV is an application form to work in a French garage.
Sammy, I have to say, you and I have done some rides in our time, right? But this one is incredibly special to me, mainly because of you. Now, how was it?
Honestly, I was quite nervous at the start, but got going and it was fantastic.
But I tell you what, mate, seeing you on there, I kind of thought it was me on there. It's a little bit small for you, perhaps, is it, or not? Or you felt fine?
It was all right. I didn't really feel any difference.
Great, OK. So, look, it runs really nicely, right?
We've got to sell it.
Yeah, exactly. So, look, how much did it cost us?
It was 800 quid.
Right, and what have we spent on it?
25p on some metal polish, 30p on some wax, nothing, some fuel.
And about 5 quid on some L plates as well. OK, so we're probably going to need about 1,200 quid for it, aren't we?
Can I have it?
Sorry, did you hear something just then?
I heard something. I heard you're in trouble.
What did you just say?
Please, can I have it?
Sounds like he wants it for free.
Well, how much do you want for it?
Well, I've told you 1,200 quid. I was just saying with Sammy, we need to. That would mean that we would make 400 quid profit. But you've got no money, Charles.
No, but we could do a bit of a father-son deal where I mow the lawn or clean a bike or do something around the house. I don't know.
That's a lot of polishing.
Yeah, it's a lot of mowing.
Yeah.
But then again, we do have quite a lot of mowing.
Chào tất cả mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh tô tranh của mình. Hôm nay mọi người của mình hoàn thành bức tranh một con voi. Mọi người cùng đón xem mình sẽ tô bức tranh này như nào nhé. Con tô một tím. ở chân màu đỏ. Tôi đây là bán. Đám mây mình tôm màu xanh. Thế là mình tôm màu nào?
Không nói như nào. Tính đi. Tính đi. Sao tính kiểu gì?
Tôi đang mở.
Cứ tính đi em rồi.
Xem.
Để chị xem. Rồi nhá, em chỉ nhớ mỗi cái tiền hôm đi ăn mì cay với cả tiền cái này. Với cả tiền hôm đi ăn ốc. Bây giờ tính